Hello fellow book nerds and welcome to another monthly literary roundup. This is Meenakshi and like every month I'm really intrigued to be sharing all the major events that happened during the last month and that's also been happening this month so far. So just jumping right into the news, like the very first thing that happened at the very beginning of August, around August 12th, I was so amazed when I heard this, but you all must have heard of Salman Rushdie and the attack that happened on him, right? It was really shocking for me. Like I have read Midnight's Children, I've read Satanic Verses, I've read a lot of his works and I really admire him as a writer. But the fact that when he was on stage delivering a speech at New York and all of a sudden this man just came and he started stabbing him on his abdomen and his neck and everything, it was really shocking to hear that. It really made me wonder, like when he got so critically injured and 5 men are trying to pull this guy away, but he's still constantly stabbing, and it really made me question our freedom of speech. Like genuinely, that was something that really shook me in the literary world right at the beginning of August. And the next thing that really shook me was how in 2024, Edinburgh is going to be organizing its literature conclave, and it's a major conclave that's going to happen. Like it's going to commemorate 20 years since Edinburgh was given the title the capital city of literature. It's the city of literature and it's been 20 years since it got its name by the UNESCO back in 2004. And to celebrate this, they're going to be organizing a massive literature conclave. So stay tuned for that in 2024. Now with that out of the way, let's get into something a little bit more mild. Yeah, so the next thing, despite saying it's going to be mild, it's nowhere near mild. It's regarding the JCB long list which has been announced, and the 2022 JCB long list has like 10 books and out of that 6 of them are translations. So if you know what this is, every year they award about 25 lakh rupees every year to amazing works of fiction. I've read a lot of the JCB long list myself and they are excellent. Wait till you see the short list, they are even more excellent. So it's amazing because translated works are getting the attention they deserve. Like they have genuinely 6 out of 10 books, that's more than half. So it's really amazing to note this and I can't wait to see all the titles, and I'm sure you must be staying tuned to that as well. So the next news is about the Tamil Nadu government and how they have sanctioned almost 5 crore rupees to the Jawaharlal Nehru University, which is the JNU in Tamil Nadu. They have funded 5 crore rupees to start a separate Tamil literature department in the college, in the university. So it's like they want to uphold the Tamil Dravidian culture. They want to bring in a lot of Tamil scripts and everything. Plus they also need to pay the teachers their salaries. They just want a department of their own entirely for it. And this is amazing because my mother tongue is Tamil and I was born and brought up in Tamil Nadu, but I'm not really a fan of Tamil literature. As in I read translated works. How's the segue back to the Tamil translations and everything in the JHCB? But I don't really read much of Tamil literature. It takes me a long time to go through it, but I really think it deserves the attention. So this was amazing for me to hear, and being in South India, it was great to know this. So definitely looking forward to this Tamil literature department. And the next thing which really made me happy, like as you can see, the theme of this literary roundup is things that made me really happy this month. So it made me really happy to know that the Guyana Prize for Literature has been revived again. It was actually created back in 1987 by the president of that time. And he had said like the makers of words need to be appreciated as much as the makers of things. And people used to get that prize for their literary works. But sometime between 2015 to 2020, almost for 6 years, it was discontinued because people just didn't carry those sentiments anymore. And it's really nice to know that the Guyana Prize for Literature is getting reignited and they are planning to have it again after 6 years of discontinuation. It's going to be starting again from this year and I can't wait to see the winners of the prize. And the next news that made me really happy was how the Fingal Festival, I don't even know where that is how underrepresented these places are. But it was really interesting to know that the Fingal Festival is going to have like their first Fingal libraries, like Children's Fest. It was so nice because the Fingal Festival for children's literature is something that's brand new. It's the first time they are bringing it out and it's going to be happening on September 17th. So if you happen to go there, if you know at all where this is, definitely check it out. It's happening from 10:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. and they're going to be introducing children to various different books. They mainly want to inculcate the habit of reading in children, and this literature festival usually talks about various different books, even from different nationalities and languages, translated works and various different things. But this year, they are specifically having a children's fest so that they can inculcate the habit of reading in children. And yes, there's going to be a lot of comic books as well. So if you really enjoy that, at least check out the live telecast or I'm definitely going to be looking for online views of this. And finally, the Singapore Literature Prize, in which almost 43 writers in Tamil, English, Malay, Chinese, Singaporean, 43 writers, out of which they chose 15 winners across 4 different languages. So the Singapore Literature Prize is not something that I always follow as much as like Konkani literature and various different literature prizes like that. I don't usually follow it that much, but when I do pay attention to it, the books they shortlist are actually really interesting. So they had about 12 categories, and in 2022 they have almost chosen like 4 different languages. So that's a lot of diversity they have. And out of 43 writers that they had shortlisted, they have a 15 winners for the prize, which is so nice. And I can't wait to get my hands on that list again, because these are kind like the reason I follow prizes. Like, you might have noticed by now, like when you go to a bookstore and see different books, all of them have Booker Prize nominated, JCB Prize nominated. Every single one of them has their sticker on them. But I pay attention to Singapore prizes and prizes like these because they are lesser known. So you can trust the authenticity that they have. So it's the 30th year anniversary as well, guys. That's so nice, honestly. And they are planning to they are going to give 3,000 Singapore dollars, which is like 2,000 plus US dollars, I guess. They are going to be winning so much, and it's so nice to know that, because these are people who are truly deserving of the prize, and it's not just a sticker on a book. So that was really heartening to know. So that's it for this literary roundup. I really hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. Like I said, the month of August and the beginning of September, apart from the Salman Rushdie incident, has been super happy for me, because people are really welcoming diversity, guys. Like, there's so much diversity. People are trying to recognize so many languages, so many different books, and the prizes and everything that's going around are becoming a lot more inclusive. It's just so nice to see all this, and I would love to see what else is coming. And I've started reading a lot of Indian fiction, not just foreign authors. So definitely let me know what you thought of this. Are you planning to pick up any translated works? Which prizes are you looking forward to? And let us know how your month was. Stay tuned for the next literary roundup, and thanks for watching.